The wages review out today.
Yes.
An uptick in the minimum wage. Is that welcome?
At a time when the Australian people are doing it really tough, any support they can get will be welcomed. 3.75%, it's an independent Fair Work Commission decision. It seems, relatively reasonable, just above the target band. I think the real key, Kieran, that the government aren't talking about is productivity. They've got no initiatives to drive productivity because we know, and I've spent 15 years in business, if we've got strong productivity growth, it means that we can pay employees more money without impact.
They're saying future made in Australia is part of that agenda.
Well, we'll see. It's picking winners. We've seen Ed Husic come out, and already there's a little bit of discontent within the Labor caucus about the future made in Australia. And many of the initiatives that they're talking about are years away from coming to fruition, and that's if the winners that they've potentially tried to pick even work out. So they need an agenda to increase productivity today. They don't have that, and business is in a tough environment. It is a perfect storm of costs going up, whether it's wages, whether it's insurance, whether it's energy, rents, supply costs, raw materials are going up. Business is doing it tough at the moment. And the best way they can offset those increased costs without pushing prices through to consumers and driving inflation is by productivity growth. Yeah. We saw in Peter Dutton's...
So how do you go about that?
Yep.
This is the elusive challenge.
Yeah. So one change we announced...
What would you want to see?
Well, one change we announced as a coalition in Peter's budget in reply was increasing the $20,000 instant asset write-off from $20,000 to $30,000. The government have committed to the $20,000 for 12 months. We've said we will make it in perpetuity. And that's a change that makes a big difference, because what it does is it allows business, and I've spoken to many businesses in my community, that can invest in machinery and other equipment that gets a greater return per hour on output, but also importantly, Kieran, allows them to employ more people. So I think there's work that we can do as well. And obviously it's a tough budgetary environment, but can we look to increase that from 30,000 to more? Because it's encouraging businesses to invest. It's encouraging businesses to back themselves. It drives more productivity. It creates more jobs in Australia. And ultimately, we're not picking winners. Every business that wants to back themselves will get rewarded by an initiative like that.
Aaron Violi, thanks for your time. I know you've got to get to the House of Representatives for question time. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kieran. Talk soon.